now.
Score 0-1.
¿Me extrañaste?
Whatever awaits us, I am prepared.
And I'm back.
One more mission, huh? I'm in.
1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
I've had worse missions, but this is pretty bad. Enemy spotted.
The objective is now. We must guard this point.
Oh, I just have to complete.
They're on the objective. We should stop them, yeah?
Back in the mix.
Bad guys.
Got an enemy here.
You want that louder?
How you want it?
Deploying Edgar. I'm on the
Justice reigns from above. This ends now.
We're losing the objective.
Hello, Eagles, and welcome back to Eagle Esports. Today we are watching the Overwatch Grand Finals. Now, this SM is 7-2 and playing against Speedway, which is almost undefeated. Now, I say almost undefeated because they do have 9-0, right? But they have only lost one map the entire, completely, they take undefeated to a whole nother level. But the one map that they did lose was, in fact, to SM. So we do have hope today to take more maps, and we did not actually have our DPS when that was done. So you can see here, it's pretty even. We've been kind of going back and forth. We're having issues, so yes, perfect. Good, Carson. All right, so we have Carson on Fazatar. We have Soren on tank. Soren is Water Gamer. And then we have Eva, who is Barry Eevee on support, along with Agent T, who is Troy. Gosh, this match has been super close. They even stopped on the same points. We're basically just regrouping. Oh, it seems like Speedway did already win one map. So first we do a control, and then we're gonna do hybrid next after this match. You see here, Water Sojourn is doing a really nice job just getting up in that Doom's face. Doom is kind of hard to play, right? For me, as a tank player, Doom is really hard to play against. Nice Pharah ult there. Ooh, huge! Oh, that would have been a huge ult by Soren. By Soren if he did not die, unfortunately. Now, I heard from the coach that it's a little bit harder to heal, so the healings did get kind of nerfed just a little bit. Not sure what update that was, just what the coach told me. So it's going to be a little bit harder for our healers today. Nice Carson on Tracer. He is actually our only Tracer player that we have here, but unfortunately he is not able to stop. Oh, we're basically just going on one by one, stalling, dying on the map. Just trying to get this map because they will have gotten one match now after this. Yep. That was a really great effort by SM. That second match was really, really close. And I think we get the map pick of Hybrid now. Let's see who got play. Yep, that Pharah had some really good ults.
Justice reigns from above.
Alright, so here we have, it was really close. I wasn't able to see a majority of the match, but it looks like Eva there did pop a wonderful ultimate. Speedway, yep. Okay, so, and again, as I said before, our healers are going to have a little bit of a hard time here, just because the healing was debuffed. But I think Eric was getting some great picks there. I saw the great picks by Eric and Carson. So we do not have one of our DPS today. We normally have Reese, who is Royce Cat here. We're choosing between King's Row, by the way, Midtown, Parisi, or Eichenwald. Now, we don't have one of our main DPS today, so we're kind of doing this little switcheroo where we stick Soren on tank, and then we have Carson, who is our main tank usually, switch to DPS. So we've played with this comp before, but last time that when we did go against Speedway, we did not have Eric. And I would say Eric is probably our most experienced player here. Besides Eva, he's our most experienced DPS, I would say. He's been on the team for a couple of years, and he is a junior. So we're just waiting to pick between Kings Row, Midtown. Honestly, I know SM does like to pick Kings Row or Midtown. So I think it's going to be one of the two. I don't think we've ever picked Eichenwald before. But so this is now, Speedway for this match is now 1 and SM is 3, and it is best out of 7. So I'm actually not too worried because, you know, best out of 7. They have to win 4 more. And just to give you an idea of the map order, it is Control, Hybrid, Flashpoint, Push, Escort, Control, and then again Escort, because Control and Escort are the only ones that you cannot tie in. And if it does come down to a tiebreaker, it's going to be Control or Escort. So now we're just readying up here. Yep, Kings Row. We picked Kings Row. SM does love Kings Row. Now I'm expecting to see. I know Soren cannot play any dive right now, so I expect him to see him on a Rhine, an Orisa, probably Ramantra. Actually, I know they were talking about playing Ramantra at the start of this game, and I know that when we go to Flashpoint, I think that we are going to play Junker Queen too. So that's what I expect to see from Soren today. Eric, probably Sojourn. I saw him playing Widow earlier before the match. Carson, he's a very well-rounded DPS, Carson is, which is funny because he is our tank. And, yep, okay, he is playing Ramantra. Carson usually is our tank, but I would say he's a very well-rounded DPS, and I usually see, he's actually our only Tracer player. So he plays Tracer, I know he plays, oh, he's on Pharah right now. Are we doing no, we're not doing Pharah Mercy, but we are sticking with Eva on Moira, who I think is her best character. Eva has improved so much on her Moira. I'm so proud of her. I remember her getting trained a couple of years ago, and I've just seen her slowly evolve. I've seen a lot of these players slowly evolve into like what the players they are now, and it's such a beautiful experience, you know. Yep, Eric did go Widow, but he's not taking the main entrance, which is, I think it's kind of smart. He's going to get some jump and popping shots, but he does miss, unfortunately. So now they know he is here. Desperately, and then, see, this choke is really, really hard on King's Row, I'd say, because it's like 2 chokes back-to-back. Unfortunately, Soren does get picked off by the Doom. That Doom seems to be like a main trouble that they can't deal with. They seem to be doing well, taking care of all the other players on the enemy team except the Doom. So you can see Carson on, oh, unfortunately the Pharah does get Eric again, which might cause him to switch. You can see Carson here doing a wonderful job just picking people off. So what Carson's supposed to do is he's supposed to kind of either finish the kill or start the kill on Tracer, and to basically kind of work with his team to get both of that. It seems that Eric did switch to Cass, which is one of his really good players. I keep forgetting that he plays Cass. I would say his Cass is good today, and according to the coach, his aim is really good today. So we're hoping to see some good shots from Eric. Seems that we are just waiting to farm up our ultimates, and yeah, okay, perfect. Seems, yes, this Doom is getting really tricky. Is he getting a Mercy pocket? Is that what's happening? No, yes, okay, we finally got the Doom. I think it was because once we finally coordinated, unfortunately the Pharah does get to, oh, we're down our main healer and our DPS. But we do have a Tracer ultimate, which might be good. That Tracer ult was pretty good because it was, Carson actually used it to take space instead of using it to get kills, both of which are very productive. Oh my gosh, this Pharah is just in the skies, harassing our teammates. It's probably going to be Eric's job now to just start take down the Pharah. He might switch to something a little bit more hit scan. You can see Troy up here kind of getting a lay of the land. Trying not to die. Don't die, Troy. Don't die. Oh my gosh, unfortunately the Pharah in the Doom. They have a pretty good dive comp here, I'd say. And that is something that is really hard to play. Yes, okay, we switched to Orisa. I agree with that. I think we were doing really well on Orisa. We were doing better on Orisa than we were doing on Ramantra last round. And you can see our teammates here, like, when our coach tells them to switch, they switch. It doesn't matter. When a coach tells you to switch, you jump off the map and you switch. That Pharah up here just, oh. We're holding this point really well. He's getting good heals from Eva and Troy here. Troy, you can see here, is having to work more healing than he normally is used to. DPSing, he's actually, in his heart, he's a Zen one trick, but he was forced to play Lucio. So, okay, it seems that the Doom keeps popping in the backline. Perfect turnaround. Okay, he overextended and he got punished. I think that's going to be our main help here, is the Doom overextending and getting punished. Perfect beat there. The Pharah ult was completely useless against that beat. I think that was a really good beat by Troy. And they're just waiting to get the Mercy. It seems that we did use three ultimates to get here, which I don't think that minds. I think we're going to get 3 ticks at least. Yeah. We're holding this choke perfectly here. And Carson is going ahead and staggering them, breaking up that Pharah Mercy comp. It seems that the enemy team's main points... Wow, Carson. Main points here is the dive comp mixed with the Pharah Mercy. Which, you know, Pharah Mercy's fun. It's kind of hard, you know, to shoot a Pharah out of the sky when she constantly gets healing. Alright, and then let's see. Nope, we didn't switch off any characters. I think Carson on Tracer, I think that's one of his best characters. Perfect use of the ultimate. Oh, nice ultimate. Hopefully he can get the Mercy. Unfortunately, Kiriko does cleanse. That was a good cleanse by the Kiriko. Doom, causing Doom to, like, push ahead, get forward. But we still are pushing cart. Eric getting, oh my gosh, he almost killed that Pharah. Good job, Eric. Okay, you can see here, even if Eric is just causing the Pharah to kind of move away and come back, that's still a fight without the Pharah, which is better than, you know, having a Pharah, period. You know, he doesn't have to kill her. Doom overextending again, but unfortunately he does not get punished like he did last time. He's about to, oh no, but he's able to ult out of there. Interesting ult by the Pharah back there in the back line. Eric here, okay, perfect. Yes, get the Mercy, don't let her get, I think she's trying to get a res right here, but she does not get it, which I think is perfect. That was a good play by Eric, staying back there. She was trying to go in for that sneaky Mercy res. I think she would have got it if Eric stayed with it on the payload. Eric does have Deadeye here, so I'm curious if he's going to go high ground, because there is a really neat high ground spot up here. I think he's just going to stay low ground with the cart. They seem to switch to Sojourn instead of Pharah, possibly. No, it's Pharah Sojourn. Wow, even better. Nice ult there. Only able to get the Mercy. Okay, yep. Only able to get the Mercy. I was wondering. I think that was a really good ult at the start there. You can see Troy trying to help Carson get in there, but he gets out quickly. Thank goodness. It's always important that Lucio players, you know when to back out, because when you have the mobility to do so, that does not mean you go in like guns blazing. You know, like some Lucio mains, they just can't understand like when to back out, and Troy is doing a wonderful job here. Seems that the Doom does get a pick off of Carson, but thankfully he's Tracer and he can come back really like quicker than, say, the Cass or the Orisa could. All right, so it seems that Carson is gonna go flank and try to get on the payload. Troy also has beat, but you know we're using Cole first, which I think that was a good use of Cole here, especially in these tiny little alleyways. And we're gonna use beat right after because we only do have 30 seconds. I did not notice the time. Fortunately, the Doom does ult out. but he does not get a single person and gets stunned, which is perfect. Oh no, he does get Eric. So now it's up to Carson, who is not really playing a hit scan character, to try and get the Pharah, unfortunately. I also heard from the coach that Flashpoint, the next map, is going to be their best map. Yeah. I don't think they're going to get it. I think it's that they're not going to get the first point, the second point, unfortunately. But I think with our defense, it might be possible to hold them off. SM is a bit better. I believe Soren's better with his defense than his attack. So I'm expecting to see a much better gameplay here. It's hard to play attack when you're playing, you know, Orisa, Rein, and you're not a dive comp, especially going into a dive comp. It's not the best experience ever. So I'm expecting, I think Carson is going to stay Tracer. Eric might go back to Widow. Who knows? And what else? What else? What else am I expecting to see? I'm expecting to see Moira. I'm expecting to see maybe Troy might switch to Zen. No, he's going to Ana. Oh, and Kiriko. Okay, Ana. Good job, team. Honestly, they're able to quickly adapt. Yes, Carson's. I forget that Carson is able to play Bastion. He's really good at playing Bastion as well. And, okay, yeah, we still have him. Oh, I thought he was going to go Ana. Okay, I guess he's not going Ana. He is staying Lucio, which is going to be really helpful. Like, when people die, he's gonna have to cart them back. And, yeah, the Kiriko I'm expecting for the cleanse, if she did stay Kiriko, I can't really see. Yeah, she stayed Kiriko. That cleanse is probably going to be really good, especially for those dives. When Doom dives, stuns, you know, she can throw down a cleanse and prevent that stun, so you can just easily punish him. Eric, again, is going to be that hit scan for the Pharah. And Eva's just chilling back there, healing. It's good. Kiriko, it's really hard to know. Like, Kiriko is one of those more kind of, like, can DPS more than the other players. Carson's hanging back on point, you know, just Eric and Soren they're playing really close to point, which I honestly think is really good. Perfect. Wonderful deny from the Pharah there, Carson. Any deny is good. It doesn't have to be a kill to be fancy. Seems that they did. Wow, they just really went fly. Jeez. I think they went Echo and Pharah. They seem to take to the skies here. No one has died yet. And that is great. Usually it's the first picks that happen. But this point is really easy to hold. Yes, okay, so that was an even trade, thankfully. Our DPS for their tank, which it's actually more than an even trade, I think. Because, you know, tank, it's harder to push with a tank than a DPS. Ooh, unfortunately, it does get even trade again. DPS for DPS. And I'm wondering if when it calms down, it seems that the enemy team does not choose to regroup, which that's not a great play here when you have both their healers alive and you decide to push in without your full team. And he beats because they did do a little bit of ult dumping there. Eva countered that, what is the rush, the Kiriko's rush with a Kiriko rush. So since that ult did not gain any advantage or disadvantage from the enemy team, it just kind of canceled each other out. That's why we use beat. Lucio ultimate here. I do see Soren is a little bit low here. I keep saying, I keep wanting to call him Soren. Nice. Yes. Wonderful picks with Eric here. I think that Mercy is very important to this gameplay because pretty much that Mercy is the one healing those flying comps that they're relying heavily on. And you could see Eric's either going for Mercy or for, you know, Echo or Pharah, whatever. And that's honestly what we need here. Yep, see Troy here doing a taxi service. Thank you, Troy. It's always really, I think that was the play here, honestly, to get those taxi back because we're able to get back our teammates as quickly as the enemy team is able to regroup now. And we are doing really good with the, ooh, he's low, no! Oh gosh. Okay, so we still have our full team just besides our tank, and it does not seem like even they seem to have gotten a lot of picks there. Even needs to get out of there somehow. Okay, it seems that they're both going to go on point and just try to stall for as much time. But I think they are going to get the 3 ticks here just because the whole team got wiped out, and we don't have that Lucio right now for that mobility. I think that was smart to die on comp. You could see Troy threw himself in there to one, get some more time, and to two, he wanted to get back with his team quicker, which I think was the play there. If he went back and he grabbed, Sorin as Orisa, it would have just been such a waste of resources and time. And you could see Eva there also, after she waited in that little room, and then after, which bought them a couple more seconds. And seconds are precious in the grand finals. Goodness, that, yes! Oh, the BAP? No, we did not get the BAP. You could see that cleanse there for the BAP was really good, and unfortunately, the Sojourn ult did get put 2, and that is where that makes me nervous. Okay, Carson went Reaper, which I think is going to be really good for flanking and to take off the pressure of heals, because it's going to be a lot easier for the, seems Troy's just... Oh, Troy was behind them! I hope he doesn't die trying to get in front of them. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. I had a feeling that would happen. It's so hard to come up behind. And you can just see here, ult. That was a wonderful ult. Used her cleanse a little bit too early there, Kiriko. Seems that Eric did use his ultimate too. Unfortunately, if they do get this, I think they win because they have 2 more minutes than us. Oh, Troy barely coming in there. All right, but it is best out of 7, guys. Best out of 7. So they did not win yet. Semifinals was best out of 5, but now it is best out of 7. Yes, Eric here with the play of the game. It's when he got that Mercy. Yep. That Mercy is definitely vital to that comp, and I did not realize that until Eric played it. So they are doing, SM is doing really well for a team that is almost undefeated. And it seems that we are taking a 5-minute break here. So we'll be right back in about 5 minutes. All right, welcome back, and we are on New Junk City for Flashpoint. Now, Flashpoint and New Junk City are actually one of SM's best maps. And you can see there, Soren is going to play Junker Queen. They talked about doing it at the start of the map, so I'm not actually surprised to see that. Seems that we're sticking with Cass, and we're sticking with the last comp, except for, you know, we're swapping out the Orisa for the Junker Queen. Seems that we spotted the Doom. Now, what needs to happen with that Doom is that they either need to ignore the Doom or we need to play a dive comp. Now, ignoring it seems to be the best option here, or not necessarily ignoring him, but until he kind of over pushes and then we all just turn, look at him. You know, we just definitely need some more coordination here to get that Doom, which it seems to be our main issue. Because if that Doom, you know, extends after one of us and we all turn and we look at him, and shoot him, he should get eliminated. Seems that they might. Okay, we did get the force point, and we are at 20%, and it's just Soren fighting for his life here, but he did use his roar, and he. Oh no, he does have heals. I don't know where he's getting the heals from, but he has heals. Oh, we got it from Troy, or no, it's just being on point. Silly me. Troy seems to be taxing Eva back. But it seems that, yeah, and they went forward, you know, and holding that tiny choke. Thankfully with Flashpoint, there's a lot of different exits on this map, especially on this first point, I guess you would say. Seems that they did kind of ignore the enemy team here, and they went straight to the point to touch. Doom's going in the back, and we just need to look at him and kill him, but unfortunately he does get our he does get our Eva. He does get Eva out, and yep. So the Doom's being very strategic about who he is picking to eliminate. So at first it was Eva, because Eva is the main heals, and then it was the DPS, and that leaves the and I think he got Troy after that. So that basically leaves Soren, who's last, with no DPS, no healing, no way to heal, and you know that's how you end up elimination. Is that you either ignore the tank, go for the healers, or you all look at the tank and kill the tank. So we gotta all look at the Doom, we gotta all look at the Doom. Unfortunately, he does ult. Seems that Eva is nice teleport there. I don't know why he tried to swing at the Pharah. Seems that Eva is going to stall point here, running for her life. Unfortunately, they are going to get that first point. Unless Carson touches. Carson is touching. He gets eliminated, though, pretty quickly by the Pharah. All right, so we are moving on to the next Flashpoint. I can't remember how many Flashpoint. Oh, I'm not familiar with Flashpoint a ton. I'm not sure how many. I think it's 3 you have to get before you you basically win the match. Ooh, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, oh my gosh, Soren almost got eliminated there, and he did not use his, oh no, he did use his roar to get out of that sticky situation, but the Pharah is coming in. It's really hard in this tiny room playing against a Doom and a Pharah, because the Doom is just gonna smack you up against the wall, and you're gonna die, or the Pharah is just gonna shoot in a general direction against the wall.
I don't give up that easily.
So we're just waiting, regrouping here, while they start to get the second point started. Ooh, nice shot by Eva. It's really hard to shoot in Kiriko. I feel like the cross, especially her crosshair. I don't know if that's the Kiriko crosshair, but I think her kunais are especially kind of hard, at least hard for me to shoot. So right now, it's either we gotta look at the Doom. We gotta look at the Doom or eliminate the support first, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So I think we all just need to target the Doom. Okay, Soren seems to be doing a good job, but unfortunately that Pharah ult just takes them out. Leaving just Eric to survive. He's just kind of peeking. I think he's trying to get ult charge here, but you know, tiny room, Pharah, not gonna be the best. I think they do need to push a different point there. Alright, seems that we are pushing a different point maybe? I think if we go towards the big entrance, I think that'll be the best. But we do use our Roar and our Rush to get in there, which is a great combination to make Junker Queen unkillable. And as I said that, she did die. So it seems that the enemy team did use a rush to counter the Kiriko rush, and they are going to get the second point. I can't remember if it's 3 points they have to get. I can't remember if Flashpoint is best out of 5 or best out of 7. I believe it's best out of 5. All right, so they just need to get one more to unfortunately win this match. But SM might be able to pull through, especially on Flashpoint, which is their best map. Seems we switched to Echo here, which I think is really good to kind of, at least, you know, both people, at least one of our players is in the sky, right? Comp matching is also a really good way to do this, which they might actually have Carson switch to Doom in between this if this doesn't work, because I know he plays, his Doom is really good. Okay, we all need to look at the Doom. Everyone look at the Doom. Everyone look at the Doom. No! Okay, so Doom does get the pick before us, and that Pharah, I don't know how she ult charges her. She does the ult charge so quickly, but seems like every time we finally get the Doom in a position where he could be eliminated, the Pharah does, you know, come and help back him up. Seems we did switch back to Orisa. Troy coming over here helping Eric out, who was on the brink of death. Pharah is right around the corner. Seems like they pushed pretty far for the point, and they're slowly backing up. But they seem to be fond of doing that. You know, you can see them holding the choke pretty far. I mean, gosh, that's not even close to the control map. Or it is semi-close, but usually people hold the point, this choke right here, not more forward than that. Seems that we should be having some ults coming up. Yes, yes, wonderful, Eric. That Doom knows how to play Doom, might I just say. Ooh, unfortunately, Eric does not get anything with his Elim, but the Sojourn and the Pharah do. Ooh, okay, Eric did get a touch point, though, but unfortunately they are at 90%. Ooh, I'm hoping it's best of 7, but it might not be. Nope, it was best of 5. All right, so now we're going to be switching to push map. And for push, I'm probably expecting a very similar comp, especially Lucio. Lucio is very helpful on push because that robot. Now, I'm not sure whether it's going to be, what map it's going to be. I don't know the map pool for the map order. So, again, I'm expecting to see maybe Junker Queen. Junker Queen, they might go Junker Queen just for that nice mobility for her roar. Definitely, maybe Moira. Eva might switch back to Moira for that, just because, again, more mobility. And definitely... Okay, so I just found out the map pool right now. It's Colosseo, New Queen Street, or Esperanza. Now, I know SM likes to play Colosseo, just because that seems to be their most pick, or New Queen Street. I don't think anyone ever... I haven't seen SM pick Esperanza yet. But, you know, push maps are especially hard because you have this nice little big stretch, or a large stretch of land where you don't have any really high ground or low ground. And then you have these points, these certain, like, chokes dotted throughout. Now, with Colosseo, it's actually, there's, like, just 2 main chokes points. And it's just where you go underneath a bridge and come back out on top. And then besides that, there's, like, some high ground spotted throughout, but not really a choke point like there is, especially, like, New Queen Street has kind of high ground, kind of dotted throughout, and then a choke point right in the middle underneath that train. But, you know, it seems that, like, I think that each push map kind of has, like, a different amount of chokes and a different amount of pushes. Personally, I think Colosseo is the hardest one, just because you have those 2 stretches and then the long stretch of land, right? But I am expecting to see very mobile characters here because that's what you need with push. I think Troy is definitely going to stay Lucio, or we might even go comfort picks here. When in doubt, you know, if we're losing, we always have our players do, like, a comfort pick, you know, like, get them to change their mindset and just be kind of comfortable playing the game. I think Eric might actually switch to Sojourn instead of Cass, again, for that mobility, and she can easily get on high ground, which will be great for push. Esperanza as well kind of has more, yeah, each push is going to have at least 1 to 2 chokes, and then it's going to have high ground dotted throughout. So it's really important that we take advantage of that high ground. because I've probably stated this many times in the past, but you want your DPS or something on high ground, something on low ground, because that forces the enemy team's direction to split into two different directions. So the tank is not only going to be having to care about the tank in front of them on the same ground as them, they might have to worry about something else on the low ground, and they're going to have to turn and look, or something else on the high ground where they're going to have to turn and look. And the thing about high ground, which is why it's so important, is the DPS can simply back up, right? And then suddenly you can't see them anymore. It provides so much cover. You know, because there's the cover where you can peek, you know, get some ult charge, move to the side, but you can literally just back up, and they can't see anything anymore, and it's going to take a while or a lot of mobility to get to high ground if you're using certain characters. Now, this might not be the case. It seems that we are going Caliseo, which that is such a hard map for me to play personally. I've seen SM win it many times before, so I have confidence in them. I don't have confidence when I play this map. So, again, this Caliseo, as I mentioned earlier, has the two really hard choke points, and then you're going to have fights. There's, like, this big tunnel, which it's not necessarily a choke, per se, just because there's many entrances into this tunnel. There's about, like, 4, and, you know, it's not really a choke, but... And there's also lots of little rooms with health packs. I think that tunnel is actually... It's a really weirdly structured map. Oh, it seems that we are waiting for our players. One of our players apparently just got a bloody nose, and we were waiting for them to not have a bloody nose to deal with it. So again, as I stated before, Caliseo has those 2 choke points. And we're going to see that in the next match. We're going to see these 2 really difficult choke points with these long stretches of land. Now, since we are dealing with medical stuff, we're going to go on a really quick break, check in on our player, make sure he's okay, and we'll be right back with you guys. All right, we are back. Player's feeling a lot better. He just had a quick bloody nose there, probably from all of the stress of this game. Now, we are on our 4th map order. This is Speedway has, you know, three wins, and they would need, what is it? 2 more to win. Now, push here is great. Oh, it seems that we are switching Soren. Troy, stop shaking your camera so violently. Let me look at the game. It seems that we did have Soren switch to a dive comp here. Guess he's going to learn Monkey in a hot minute. I can't even see what's happening. Oh, we switched Soren and Carson. So now Carson is back on Monkey. We have Soren on Cass, Eric on Echo, and then I didn't see what Eva was. I was processing the change. See, now Eric is contesting this wonderful Soren in the sky. Seems that Sojourn is actually playing Cass really well. Ooh, look at that. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Pushing the Doom away. Good job, Soren. Using his, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Yes, perfect, perfect. Good job, Carson. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry. Carson using dive perfectly there. Quickly going in on the Doom. Yes, Carson, beat them up, stagger them. My producer's laughing. No. Carson, you overextended just a little bit, buddy. My producer's laughing at me. I'm sorry. Okay, this is the turn of the century, y'all. The turn of the century. Eva is on Kiriko here. Perfect for that cleanse. See, oh my gosh, we're going to have to regroup. We are going to have to regroup here. Yep, definitely have to regroup. But you saw that when Carson was down, then it all fell down. Carson did overextend here. I think pushing the Doom away was enough. I know he probably is very upset with that Doom, and it's just like, let me kill him. Let me at him. Eric here using his beam. This perfect Aaron and Carson diving together is really great synergy they have here. You can see Eric, you know, is occasionally coming up, harassing the Pharah, coming back down, helping Carson. It's wonderful switch off, switch off. They do need, I would rather they touch sooner than later. And this is a really hard choke, so I expect them to actually turn the fight into this one. See Monkey here, it's really important to bubble as you're going down. So, because that's kind of the whole point. Yes, yes, Carson, good job, good job, good job, yes. Oh, you guys are doing so great. I'm so proud of you. You can see here Carson pushing forward. Just, yes, stagger the Kiriko if you don't die. Yes, perfect, perfect. See, well, also Carson just did there that Kiriko, and I don't know if that was done intentionally, but he was going to jump behind her, which would have had her taken her time to turn around, right? And we are going to push this bot. Yes. 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 Okay, clearly, this was the change we needed, y'all. See that Doom here, we're just looking at him, and we're contesting the Pharah. Eric's is able to contest the Pharah, because we are able to play. I wonder if we are going to switch to Mercy for this. I don't know if Troy knows how to play Mercy. Ooh, unfortunately, Carson does get downed, but we are able to catch up almost completely. Again, this little stretch of land here, Eva needs to die. I'm sorry. Oh, no, it's Troy. It's Troy that's playing Kiriko, not Eva. What is Eva playing? Oh, Moira. Okay. So, this is actually, no, this is perfect. This is perfect. We have the main heals. High mobility to keep up with Carson. Oh, see, you can see that Carson is not, Eric is looking at that Echo, wanting them. Unfortunately, that Sojourn orb does get Carson. It's okay, we're right by our spawn. See, yeah. Actually, I don't think we need Moira here. Yes, the Doom overextended. Look at him, let him die. Okay, so it seems that when the Doom is overextending, he is purposely doing it for when he has an ultimate. Unfortunate. Unfortunate for us. But we are still holding our ground here right in front of our spawn. Seems they did not expect the Monkey, and they did struggle to adjust there, which got us that first point. And nice coalescence there, Eva. No hesitation whatsoever, which is perfect. She has been working on her ult timing. You know, she wasn't very confident in her ult timing, which, honestly, girl, me too. You can see she's kind of sparsely using her healing because she is out of juice. Soren here is pushing a little bit too far. Soren, oh wow. But Troy supporting him through this, which gets him to live. And Troy, so much just happened in such a short amount of time. Oh, Eric used his ultimate, but unfortunately got eliminated by the Kiriko. And it seems that we are switching to Orisa, which is, I think it's meta right now. Oh no, she just got nerfed a little bit, so I don't think she's meta anymore. But she's still a really viable character. Alright, I'm curious if we will comp match. Soren putting a spray down for some reason. Alright, and we do not punish the Doom, in fact, but that dive comp that we had going on there worked really well the first time. You can see we're kind of using cover. Unfortunately, that Pharah does get a nice ultimate with that Sojourn, and they ult dumped. They did ult dump. They did, in fact, ult dump. I'm curious if we were able to pop out the rush quick enough to get there. Yep. Perfect rush there. That's what I would have done. We're just trying to touch the point. It seems that Carson did go Doom to try to touch that point. He unfortunately dies really quickly because we're very staggered right now due to just us desperately trying to touch to get them off the point. Ooh. Even though SM did spectacular in the beginning. Wait, was that the whole game? That was the whole game. They won. Oh my gosh, I thought they needed to get 5, but they did only need to get that 4th map. Unfortunately, that is a loss for SM. And we did get 2nd place in this league, which I'm super proud of them for getting this far. We have not gotten that far in a very long time. So I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of them. Yeah, I know these guys might watch it later, so if my players are watching, you know, that are home that couldn't make it today, I'm so proud of you guys. You guys did wonderful this season. I think Speedway, I think, was just a little bit of a higher level, had a little bit more coordination. We've been struggling this semester with actually finding players, you know, so I think that was eventually led to our loss here. But I'm still super proud of you. You guys came so far for the situation that you were in and did a wonderful job quickly adapting and everything like that. So I think we are having an interview. No interview. I thought I heard my producer wrong. But so Speedway does win the whole league for Division 3, and I'm super proud of SM, and I can't wait for next semester for Overwatch. So tomorrow we're having Rocket League, which I believe, who is it? Orion will be casting for for Rocket League. I got Overwatch in the brain. And then on Thursday, VHL will actually be streaming our Valorant League, because it is the grand finals for them too. Rocket League, yeah, this is all grand finals this week. So we will actually be streaming League of Legends, but if you want to watch Valorant, go over to VHL. That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me this season, and great job, players. So proud of y'all.